Yes, it in the box. Off of me. In the box. You're not helping. So, up till then we've been meeting friendly snakes. Are you ready for more unfriendly snakes?
Sam, wait.
Okay.
Three big
Our first unfriendly snake
You want to eat it? Yes.
makes a noise.
Go ahead, sit down.
Rattlesnake.
Let's hear the noise first before we speculate. Listen quietly, I need you to hear this noise so you can tell me what he is.
I bet I know what he is.
But I don't want to know what you think he is until you hear the noise. Here we go.
You know what?
Shh.
Rattlesnake.
How many people said a rattling cobra?
Rattlesnake.
Let's see where this rattlesnake is rattling from.
His tail. It's
You gonna do it? There it is. He's rattling from his mouth. He's a cottonhead rattlemouth. No, he's not. Who knows what he is? You know what he is?
A cotton red rattle.
He's a bull snake. Why do they call him a bull snake?
Because he likes to chase bulls.
Chases bulls.
Because you know. He looks like a bull. He hates the color
Looks
red.
like a bull. You ever seen a long, skinny bull?
He hates the color red.
Hates the color red. No, that's not it, but good.
That's a good answer, though.
He hates
That is a good creative answer. Long ago, when you, yes, eat bulls, they do not eat bulls.
Look at it.
Long ago, especially here in Texas, when you didn't know what you were talking about, people used to say you're full of bull. Well, that's where he got his name. He's full of bull. He sounds like a rattlesnake and he acts like a rattlesnake, but he's totally harmless. He actually rattles a little reed that's inside the trachea, so when he hisses, he can rattle with his hiss. Very cool. Now our next, now that is a mildly unfriendly snake. Are you ready for a very unfriendly snake? You might want to sit down for this one. Now this is boa number 2. And he is a boa constrictor. But he's not the kind of boa constrictor you would find at the pet store unless you had a really lousy pet store guy. Because they make a really lousy pet. In fact, that's what happened. The guy who bought this snake at a pet store and finally gave up on him told me that the pet store guy said, just keep handling him, he'll get over it. The guy got tired of bleeding. You see, where this snake is from is not from South America like most of the ones you find at the pet store. This one's from southern Mexico and North Central America. And where he's from, there are lots of tree vipers. Now, we don't have those here. Here in Texas, if a snake is up in the tree, it's not venomous unless somebody dropped it from an airplane. Okay? Our venomous snakes are not good climbers. But where he's from, there's lots of venomous snakes in the trees, so he avoids being eaten by acting like one of them. You'll definitely hear him before you see him.
Whoa.
That is not a rattlesnake. Nope. That is a Central American
It
boa.
sounds like the
Oh, isn't he sweet?
Yeah.
Now wait a minute. All this is just snake body language. Allow me to interpret. It means you're too big to eat, go away. To a snake, if it's too big to eat, it's big enough to be eaten by. Everything in the wild eats snakes. Dogs, cats, bears, birds of prey, possums, armadillos, people. Tastes like chicken. So he's saying, back off, you're too big to eat. I think he's also trying to tell me that he really hates my breath. His name is Mr. Happy. Yes, he used to have another name, but it's a family show.
So, how long did some guy have that in his house trying to handle that?
I don't know. I think it was about 6 months. Now, I have done a lot of work for Animal Planet. How many of you watch Animal Planet? Now, you know something really sad happened to Animal Planet last year. Who knows what it was?
That guy died by the stingray. Jim.
Yes, who was it?
I don't know. I forget his name.
Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter. Did you guys like him?
Yeah.
Now, I'm really sad he's gone. You know, it is really sad. I think, poor Steve, if the stingray hadn't got him, the coffee might have. But the fact is that I know how to hold this snake the way he did on TV. You want to see? See me hold him the way Steve did on TV?
Yeah.
Here we go. Look, Ma, no hook. By crikey, what a naughty little boy. You all right, mate? Nobody. He's a naughty boy. But isn't he gorgeous? I'm telling you, too much coffee. Actually, the reason he got away with this is Mr. Happy tries to bite my leg, I can change the direction his head is going. That does not mean you should try this at home. The ones that live in the trees, yes, he's trying to bite me. And the ones that live in the trees are the ones with the longest teeth because they're able to catch birds. Now the hard part, has always been, getting it back in the box. Because you see, the trick is you have to get the tail in before the head comes out. It is not as easy as it looks. Oh, stop. You're not hungry. In the box. In the box. Maybe we better do a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's have a hand for Mr. Happy. So let's see. Now up till now, you haven't seen anything venomous, have you? No. Would you like to?
No.
Who knows what this is for?
Catching snakes.
Yes, this is for snakes that need to be over there. You see, I own a company called Snake Encounters, and I do shows for schools and museums and scout troops and festivals and parties. But I also work for a company called Snake Removal. And when somebody's got a snake problem and they need it removed, you really don't want to miss this. I'm the guy who has to climb under the house or through the attic and remove the snake so that Mom will move out of the hotel room and back into the house. And when I'm crawling around on my tummy, the snake is faster on his tummy than I am on mine. So it's nice to keep the snake over there. Now I only use this on the really dangerous ones.
That's really dangerous?
Do you know what the real venomous Texas coral snake looks like? You ready? Are you watching?
Yes!
He looks like this! Yes, but it doesn't matter! Fake, well what tipped you off? You know, for him to be fake, you guys just scattered like birds on the beach. This is, of course, the Taiwanese vinyl snake. However, it looks exactly like the venomous Texas coral snake. Now, it's important to see this because this is anatomically correct. You remember on the milk snake, the red, yellow, and black bands were all the same size. Remember that? That's not what the Texas coral snake looks like. It's great big red bands and great big black bands and little bitty yellow bands in between. So I rewrote the rhyme. My rhyme goes, great big red touching little bitty yellow, only picked up by very stupid fellow. So, would you like something bigger?
Yeah.
Let's talk about pythons. No shooting anything, please. Now, no whacking, no. You've been watching too much Simpsons. All right. Now, for our first python is perfect. We were just talking about Steve Irwin because this python comes from Australia. That's right. Steve would say that this is the Australian jungle carpet python.
Oh, cool.
You see why they call him a carpet python? Doesn't he look like the lobby of a cheap hotel? Yes, they live in the trees, so they love to climb. They tend to climb whatever happens to be there.
He's got a snake on his head.
It's painting my nose. Now I can't say. Yes, they live in the trees. He's not smelling anything, he's just climbing. He loves to climb. What does he smell like? It doesn't smell like anything. Snakes don't give off an aroma like other things do. Well, he smells when he moves.
Look at that snake. Isn't that pretty?
Where's the bottle? Come on.
That is not what they call it. It is called the cloaca, and it's right here.
Do they call it a pig? I can't see it.
Well, if it opens, you'll see it, believe me.
I want to see it.
Now, our next python comes from Africa. Now, so far you've seen snakes that look venomous to avoid being eaten like the milk snake. You've seen snakes that act venomous to avoid being eaten like the Amazon tree boa or the bull snake or Mr. Happy. But this one doesn't do either one. To avoid being eaten, this one does something completely different. See if you can tell me why it is that they call him the ball python. Actually, right now he's more of a cinnamon roll python. Yes, but when they're really frightened, which he's not frightened of me, when they're really frightened, they roll up into a ball with their head in the middle. And whatever can't swallow all of them can't swallow any of them. Makes them a popular pet too because you can't get one to bite you unless you have a mouse in your hand. By the way, if you feed your snake with a mouse in your hand, a stupid feeding error. As long as you don't have a mouse in your hand, look, if you get close to his head, it pulls back. So they're very, very gentle. You want me to prove it?
Good snake.
Want me to prove it? Come here, birthday boy. Right here, please.
Do it, Josh.
Oh, hey.
No, this is his birthday. Come here, Josh. You can do this. 18 years, I've never lost a kid. Okay, here we go. Turn around. Turn this way, please. Everybody say goodbye to Josh. Josh will now demonstrate the latest in living fashion.
Bye, Josh.
And ladies, I'm here to tell you that accessories that don't move are so last year. Because you see, ball pythons are so gentle that you can just sort of wear them. Hold really still, Josh. Hold really still, because if you're wearing ball pythons, do not forget the proper headwear. Now, is this a fashion statement or what? Do not wear this outfit to school. It's okay, you can breathe. Did you get a picture yet? Everybody give Josh a big hand. You're very, very, very. Nicely done, Josh.